you can control your narrative.
Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to talk about Andrew Tate and how he dealt with losing in a fight that he had earlier this year. And at the very end, you'll see how he feels in the last clip of how he thought he should have won the fight called entitlement. But that will be a video at the very end, and stay tuned. And now let's get this video started.
Let's get in the flow, stay together, and let's get this show on the road.
And I'm not going to take that away from him with excuses, talking about rematches, making up bullshit about how he grabbed me or some crap. He won, and he deserves it, and I pay my debts. I've not yet had time to process why he beat me.
Okay, so I'll just quickly interject right here. When I first saw this clip of Andrew Tate, I was actually like, alright, he's taking his loss like a man. He's congratulating the TikToker for his success, beating that ass, right? And I was like, alright, I can respect that. Well, that turned out to not be the case.
I got tired after the second round, and I don't know why. The first and second round, he couldn't touch me. If I didn't get tired, I would have won. I'm a better boxer, but I did get tired. Maybe it's ring rust. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe he's too heavy and he kept leaning on me. I don't know why, but he beat me. And let me make something else very clear to you.
There's no way that Andrew Tate will ever have the aura he once did. I can't believe people actually glazed and gobbled him enough to think that he was like some amazing boxer or whatever. There's a ton of research out there to suggest that his boxing record is total fugazi.
Now we have Andrew Tate saying that he should have won because he's a better fighter, but now he's making excuses. Maybe he's tired or he's too old. Well, everybody knows that he shouldn't have taken the fight when he's older, because age does play a process, because younger guys will usually have more endurance. But I think it's a lack of training. I mean, he's going to make a lot of excuses, but we should never just blame one thing. But if you lost, you should take it like a man. Just say, I wasn't good enough. Maybe I need to train harder. I need to get better. I need to improve. Not because I'm old and all this other nonsense that he's spewing. It's just, those are just excuses. Maybe he should be a man and just say, I lost. Okay, I got to deal with it. I got to get better. Just like a lot of other athletes do, like football players or basketball players, other boxers. But Andrew Tate thinks he's owed everything, like, because taking 10 years off of his kickboxing career, he's automatically just going to jump into the ring and go back at it and be as good as he once was. Sometimes you're not like that. Sometimes you need to keep training to be as good as you once were, but not Andrew Tate. But he's starting to deal with it like a loser. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And it helps with the channel. Subscribe if you like this kind of alpha male content. And let me know, do you think Andrew Tate dealt with his loss like a man, or do you think he needs to self-correct and deal with it like a man? Let me know in the comments. And now let's continue with the video.
Claiming you're a professional boxer, you're a professional lame.
Is it fair to say that the greatest fraud check of all time happened on Saturday when Andrew Tate lost to Chase Demore? He should have never taken this fight. If there was any sort of doubt about him winning, he should have never taken this fight. And now he's going online and he's doing the babyface thing of like, and I'd rather try and fail. No, that's not who you are.
Exactly. Honestly, Andrew Tate is being cooked by Andrew Tate. When we look at this tweet that he had once tweeted, it says that, what do you call someone who loses? A loser, right? He's suggesting that there's no such thing as a participation trophy in life. So he's really just being utterly humiliated by his own standards and what he set for others. Oh, but conveniently, when he loses, he wants to change the story. He wants to change the script. But you have to reap what you sow when you talk a big game. It's honestly always better to be humble in life.
See, Andrew Tate says that people are losers when they lose. It's like he says, do or do not, there is no try. Either you're gonna lose or you're gonna win. There's no try in there for him. But of course, he's gonna change the script when it comes to him because he's a loser and he lost. So we shouldn't follow people like that. I mean, that's a bad look in personal development. One rule should be set for everybody. There shouldn't be any rules that say, I lost, so I have an excuse. And then Andrew Tate, even his own followers are starting to turn against him because he made a lot of excuses, which he usually tries to teach people, if you lose, you lose. But for him, he's trying to make excuses. I do not respect a man like that. I mean, I never respected Andrew Tate. People say they changed, or he helped change their life, but you don't really need a man to change your life. I mean, you could do it on your own. That's what we need to learn, that we can't depend on these people because people will let you down and they will make excuses. They'll turn against what they used to say because they're human. They're not perfect, although Andrew Tate thinks he's perfect. So, everybody, don't follow Andrew Tate. I mean, if you're following him, then that's up to you, but I would not because he always changes the script when things don't fit his narrative. So, everybody, let's continue on with the video.
And failed. No, that's not who you are. Your persona has nothing to do with failure. Your persona is about winning. Your persona is about achieving wealth and success. Your persona is not about trying and, hey, if you don't succeed, you gave it the old college try. That is the antithesis of everything that you have spewed. Miss me with the like, I'm proud of myself for trying. And I went in there against the champion who's really good. No, you didn't. You went in there and you looked awful and you...
Usually you could tell who lost the fight by looking at their face. Now, it's not always a golden rule, right? It doesn't work always, but it works most of the time. And when you look at Andrew Tate's face, that's the face of a man that got his ass beat. And like I said, his glazers just simply can't accept that he lost. You already know that Princess Azuli probably fell to his knees in the middle of a 7-Eleven when he heard that Andrew Tate lost a fight to a TikToker. But let's check out how Andrew Tate tries to cope and justify his loss.
Napoleon is in the history books. He lost battles. Muhammad Ali lost. Tyson lost. Champions sometimes lose. Sometimes the stars just don't align and you just lose. And you have to know that and you accept that when you agree to take the risk in the first place. And that is the barrier that prevents most people from getting anywhere. The what if I lose?
This is Andrew Tate coping. I mean, a lot of arrogant people will cope and make excuses. And that's what Andrew Tate is. He's arrogant. He acts like he's so perfect, but he's not. He's just an average man and who got lucky because he did a lot of, before, what do you call it? The OF. He was doing that for guys. And he had girls like pretty much doing phone sex for him. This is probably one of his first public losses, and he can't hide it. So he has to try to make it some excuse, but he doesn't have to make excuse. He can show guys that even when you lose, you can do it like a man. You can lose like a man, but Andrew Tate's gonna do it like a coward. Then he'll have some more excuses at the end of this video. That's what he does. That's who Andrew Tate really is. That just shows what kind of man he's always been. When he loses, he cries and whines and makes excuses. But don't be like that. Keep on improving because only you can control your narrative. Everybody, see you in the next video and stay tuned and check out Bubba's channel. And everybody, keep on improving. Don't make excuses when you lose, when something bad happens. Just cope with it and deal with it and process it and become better. and see you in the next video. Everybody, stay awesome.
That they'll get some of your breadcrumbs. Like, generally, nobody gives a fuck about your money. They care about what you've accomplished and what type of man you are. And no one respects Andrew Tate after this.
But staying active till 39 is very different than coming out of a 10-year retirement at 39. If I was 23, would I beat Chase? Of course. Would I have beat Chase 3 years ago? Before the Romanians threw me in a fucking jail cell and forced me to sit in my house for 3 years for no reason? Yeah. Am I bitter? Am I going to sit here and cry that the Romanian government, the most corrupt government in the fucking EU, stole my prime years, my last years I could fight at my best? Am I going to cry about it? No. You can't undo moves in life. Tristan said to me, "What happened?" I said, "I got tired. I don't know why." "You deserve that win. You've been through so much."
No one on this planet deserves anything. You're not entitled to anything. Everything must be fought for. Everything must be earned.